Just finding a comfortable position or on a chair. And just breathing in deeply. And breathing out deeply. Breathing in hope. Breathing in joy. And breathing out the same. Engaging in that well-being of the world. By breathing in hope and joy. And breathing it back out into the world. So these days we're being called into a period of time where we're redreaming our future. Where we're reimagining what our futures will be like for us. Breathing in, breathing out our dreams for the world. So we probably won't be going back the way things were, but we can help reconstruct the world so that it's more inclusive, so that it's more caring. Breathing out. So each day our vision for what the new world will look like. I think it's like pieces of a puzzle. It's starting to become clearer as to where we're going as a world society. Breathing in one more time. And breathing out hope. So then we'll bring our hands in front of us, kind of rolling forward in a tabletop, but we're going to stand up into mountain pose, bringing the legs up. Oh, my head's cut off. I'll step back a step or two, coming into extended mountain. So bringing those arms up and over our heads. Extended mountain, or I call this a snowy mountain. When the arms are over the head, it's like the mountain has increased in height. And so we're growing tall like the snow-capped mountains. Imagining that you're catching those first rays of the sun as it rises in the morning and fills your summit, giving you clarity. And I'm sure it puts a smile on the face of the mountains as it slowly becomes alive. So inhaling the arms open and exhaling and coming down as if the sun was setting, coming down to the earth, touching the earth. And then bringing the hands together at the feet, bringing them all the way up to that heart chakra. And once again, inhaling up, opening the heart, opening the mind, open to the possibilities of the world, sweeping the arms around and then exhaling and folding forward, coming back down to the earth and massaging her. Bringing the hands together, and we'll do this one more time. Inhaling up into snow-capped mountain. I think we were in the, coming out the Eisenhower Tunnel the other day, and we saw those snow-covered mountains. It was so beautiful. Inhaling and opening the hands, opening the heart, opening the mind, Extending the arms, feeling those shoulder blades in the back as we come around the body. And I make contact with the lamp once again, and plugging our fingers into the earth. So here we're going to widen our stance so the feet are all the way to the edges of our mat. So they're scooting over because we're going to bring our hands into the folds of our arms and go back, glide back and forth. So moving dynamically with the breath to one foot, inhale on one side, exhale on the others. Building that dance, just gliding from side to side. Looking at that pedicure, seeing how your feet are doing. And then we're going to wind to the side. So coming around to the ankle, swaying to the other side, coming around to that ankle. Matching the movement with the breath. So it's a little duet. As we glide from side to side. Looking at the foot of our mountain, looking at how stable we are. Anchoring those feet. Anchoring our being in nature. And then eventually dropping those hands down to the ground. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back up. All the way up. We're going to go back to the snowy mountain once again with the hands together if we can. And coming down to the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. So then we're going to bring our hands in front of us and we're going to do double circles. See if I can miss the lamp again. Breathing those arms up and down behind. So breathing in as the arms come up. Exhaling as the arms circle around. So getting those shoulders and waking them up. And then the next time the arms come on the front, we're going to reverse directions and go the other way. Breathing up, exhaling down. Breathing up, coming down. And then we're going to make some figure eights with the arms, going from side to side. Going all the way up to the sky and coming down. This movement always makes me smile. I think it uplifts the mind a little bit. And then coming back to the heart. So then we're going to drop the arms to our sides and we're going to swing the arms from side to side. So we're staying in the center and twisting the joints. Twisting the ankles, the knees, the hips as we glide from side to side. This is an anchored twist. So we're anchoring both the feet. And letting those shoulders and wings fly. Being sure to look behind us so that we're twisting and warming up that neck. Looking forward and looking behind. And then we're going to bend the elbows so that Opposite hand touches the shoulder. This is the owl twist. Bringing one hand up to the shoulder on each side. Almost bought a pair of owl earrings this weekend. The owls are such a wonderful, wonderful creatures to watch. And then bringing the arms up into a T form and sweeping them down till the wingtips meet at the heart. And feel the body. Sometimes the body continues to spin even after we've stopped. Breathing in good possibilities for life and living. Breathing that in and out. Then we'll come up into Snowy Mountain again. And we're going to have the arms come to the side. So this is a diagonal twist for the side body. So as we twist to this side or kind of turn to this side, we're stretching this whole side body. Inhaling and exhaling as we breathe into that side body. And then coming to our center mountain position. Breathing in, breathing out. Then we're going to glide to the other side. So then we press the other leg into the earth more steadily, more dynamically. We lean to the side. This is one of the crescent moon poses, and I think we're in a crescent moon phase right now. I saw the moon smiling at me last night. So embodying that radiant one, coming to center. And then we'll try that one more time on each side. Gliding to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the softness in the knees so that that energy can go through the legs. Inhaling to our center once again. Imagining yourself as one of those snow-capped beings. And then we're going to exhale to the other side. So lots of skiing, snowboarding, and snow activities happening on those snowy summits. Lots of people playing in the snow. Inhaling to the center. And then once again, we're going to open the arms so that we're radiant like the sun. Shining, shining, feeling those shoulder blades and the back. And bringing the hands together at the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. So then we'll inhale those arms up. Bend in the knees, coming into lightning pose. So the upper body is on a bit of a diagonal. As the feet ground our being into the earth, into nature once again. Remembering the power of the lightning, that feeling of being electrified. And we have to thank our lucky stars for not one of those families that do get struck by lightning. So we'll just welcome its energy today. Breathing in. So we're going to go from lightning into chair pose. We're going to lower those arms, and you can even walk and come close to a wall, because you'll get a little bit more of a stretch in the knees in particular, and the hips if we use the wall. Breathing in and breathing out as we assume that position of being a chair of comfort for others. And how can we do this in our daily lives, as restrictive as our lifestyle is right now? But the good news is we're not in California. They have a huge lockdown there. Hoping we reach that point of balance. And then we're going to exhale the arms back and come down to our knees with the chest, as if we're in that ski chute and we're ready to launch into the unknown, which apparently is what we do every day. Sweeping those arms back in front, coming all the way back up into mountain pose and coming down into lightning once again. Feeling that energy pulsating down the hands, into the body, out the feet, being as powerful as that lightning. And then inhaling the back so it's more vertical. Coming down, I'm going to use the wall again because I like it. Coming down into chair pose. So every day when I go out for a little walk, I think, how am I going to interact with people that I can bring them light, that I can bring them joy, that I can bring in connection. Breathing in, breathing out, and then we're going to lean forward, bringing those hands behind us, bending those knees big time. So it's kind of a squat. And then inhaling those arms up, coming back to the heart, breathing in, slowly, breathing out, slowly. Bringing in love and peace to every cell in the body. So breathing it in, breathing it down and into all those cells in our bodies. Energizing them with love, with being connected to our global family. So then we're going to step 1 foot forward, maybe the left foot, and we're going to come into Trikonasana. So the foundation pose for Trikonasana is that the lead foot and that ankle is bisecting the arch of the back. So they're on one line here. One line here. So digging your feet in, feeling that strength of the legs. And then when you feel steady and secure, you can inhale those arms out. Exhale into a little bit of a lunge. So we're lunging forward a little bit, and then we're bringing that arm down on the leg. So making that triangle form. And the other arm is just going to swing back and forth like a pendulum. So it might swing up towards the ceiling, down towards the ground. Making that pendulum form with a leftover arm. And maybe modeling it and partnering it with the breath. And then if you dare, you can make a complete circle with that arm, bringing it back and over the head. And the next time that we circle around, we're going to actually come up into a T position. So with the wings spread wide. And then we're going to bend that front knee and come up with the arm into Sun Warrior. So imagining that you're in the sight of the sun and it's beaming down, filling you with that light, filling you with that brilliancy, feeling the back leg as it grounds you in the earth. Lightens the mind, lightens the positive thoughts. Then we're going to exhale that arm forward on that bent knee, bringing that hand so it points upwards like a satellite dish to the sun. And then the back arm is going to rainbow over the head. So it's raining those colors of the rainbow into our mind and body. Breathing into us at possibilities of a new day. Unfolding in a new way. Breathing in. Breathing out. Dropping that arm in front of the face and coming back up with the wings spread and returning back to the heart. So we're going to try this series one more time on this side. Taking a moment just to breathe. Be in that moment of stillness. So yoga is like active meditation. So we still enjoy that stillness of mind, that clarity of the mind. Hopefully the chatter is slowing down. As we extend the wings again in two opposite directions. Gliding forward a scooch, and then coming down, placing that hand on the leg. And again, we're going to do this pendulum swing with the other arm as it just swings forward and back. Having it partnering with the breath. Bringing that breath awareness into the yoga practice. Breath awareness naturally calms the mind, calms the heart. And if you want to do full circle, you can as well. Listening to the shoulder. And at one point, we're just going to rise with that arm. Bringing the one arm up to the sky, bending into the knee. Becoming that Sun Warrior once again. Spreading light to everyone you meet in some way. A story, a smile. A gift. I was hearing the other day about a woman who was baking things and putting them on her neighbors' porches. So absorbing that light, that radiance, and then bringing that arm down, coming down on that front knee. And once again, we'll raise that rainbow behind us over the head. And imagine all these, it's like a color shower. All the colors are falling into our being. Making connections. Maybe you have blue hair, green hair, purple skin. Dropping that arm in front of the face. Inhaling, coming all the way up, paralleling the feet, and bringing the hands to the heart. Feeling that inner heartbeat, that little drum of love that is unceasing. We just want to connect with that. So then we're going to come down in the knees, coming down in the knees, and then we're going to jump the feet together. Jumping the feet together so that we can turn to the other side. Set up this stance on the other side of the universe. Where we'll be extending our lead foot on a straight line, piercing the arch of the back foot. Standing up, getting stable and strong in that Trikonasana stance. Finding our way with that. And then inhaling those wings up. Lunging forward and coming down with the same hand on the same leg. And that leftover hand is going to do that pendulum swing again. Back and forth. Not too fast. We want to maintain our equanimity of mind and our physical balance. So the head can turn with the swinging of the arm. Nice little turn for the neck, if you can maintain that balance. Swinging the arm up towards the sky and down towards the earth. And then if you dare, all the way around in either direction, doesn't matter. Maybe making a complete circle 3 times. And then on the 3rd time, we're all going to rise up. Bringing the back arm on the back leg. Sending the front arm up to the sky. And exhaling into that front leg. And for me, anytime I look up at the sky, my mouth, the corners of my mouth go up. They automatically go up because of what the sky represents for me. That clarity, that infinite possibilities that are possible even during a crazy time. New things still pop up, and remembering to squat down a little bit deeper into that front leg. Stabilizing the body and the mind with that back leg, that back arm as we're gazing into the brilliance of the sky. And then on the next breath, exhaling that arm down on top of that knee. So we're lunging on Mother Earth once again. Feeling that strength in the legs. as we once again rainbow that back arm over the head. So it's just like we're giving the mind a rainbow shower, washing out any negative or dark thoughts. So cleaning the garden of our minds with rainbow thoughts. Pressing those feet into the earth, rooting our being. And then dropping that arm in front of the face, pointing towards the earth, coming back behind, and then the body's going to raise up. The feet are magically going to parallel themselves. We're going to bring the wingtips together over the heart. Listening to that inner heartbeat once again. That inner part of us that is creative, that comes up with creating new futures for ourselves, new dreams, imagining a new future. Now we're going to bring the toes in, the heels, the toes, the heels, toes and heels, coming towards the front and breathing together one more time. Perhaps breathing the meaning of this mantra, which is love is all there is. Love is everywhere. The beloved is everywhere. 3 different interpretations of the same mantra. Then I'm going to come over to the wall, and because the wall might not be convenient for you, I'm just going to demonstrate for just 1 second. Well, maybe 5. What we're going to do next, which is a balance pose. So I'm going to put my hands on my hips, and I'm going to put this one elbow into the wall. I'm going to set up my balance on my inner foot closest to the wall. And while I'm there, I'm going to put all that weight on that inside foot. I'm going to take the outside foot and put it on the big toe. So I'm gradually lessening the weight on this outer leg. And then I'm going to lift it up. So, and you can lift it up however far you wish. So you might want to go to a doorway or to another place and you might not see me. So you can go there as I set this up once again with my elbow into the wall. Our outer foot lightening a little bit, its position on the earth, while we're doing the reverse with the inner foot. We're making it like an elephant foot, so it will hold us up as we turn that outside leg up. And as we do this, can you remember in class how we used to be able to put a teacup on our glutes, on our bottoms? So we want to make sure that that outer leg isn't ratcheting the hips straight out. We want to have a little shelf here on the bottom. And so we're all breathing, right? Please breathe. Try to keep those toes out flat and channeling that earth energy through that leg is going to hold us up. Breathing in, breathing out. Don't listen to the ego. It really doesn't matter how far up that leg is. And we're going to slowly bring that leg down. And after this asana, I like to walk around a little bit. So we'll walk around to the other side, and we're going to repeat this. So wherever you are, you can root that other elbow into the earth, or into the wall, sorry. Grounding that foot closest to the wall. And whenever you are ready, lifting that back leg and making sure that those hips are level. You want to try to keep that level quality to the hips. Works the leg muscles a little bit more. And is more true to the benefits of this pose, which is strengthening the ankle muscles, knee muscles, hip joint muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bringing that foot back to center. And walking around till the back is into the wall. Because we're going to do tree pose before we leave here. So again, having the glutes a little bit into the wall, but far enough so that if you want to distance yourself from the wall, you can do that. So getting ready for tree pose with both trunks, a little bit apart. Leaning to one side once again. And here the foot can either, the opposite foot, can be on top of the base foot. Or below the knee. Or above the knee. So whatever is user-friendly for your body today. Building that trunk part of the pose, and then coming to the heart and lifting those branches so that we become that cosmic tree, that radiant tree. It's kind of like that tree in that movie where all the blue people were in it. What was the name of that movie? Where this tree was this beautiful radiant being that nurtures all and gives shelter to all. So being that tree. So those qualities of every living being that we emulate in yoga. How can we bring those qualities of that being into our being? So inviting that endurance of the tree to weather all seasons and weather conditions. And still give shelter to many. Breathing in, breathing out. And once again, trying to bend that knee just a scooch so that we don't lock all the energy in that knee and there's not this free flowing, free exchange of energy with the earth. Being that wonderful tree. I love winter because you can see all the forms of the trees, and then we'll bring our branches down, bringing them back to the heart, reconnecting with that wellspring of love, and then bringing the leg down. So maybe take a couple of steps wherever you are, and then prepare to go up into tree on the other side. So sending all that energy into that foot, making it, I like to make it an elephant foot, so it will sustain my enormous weight that I gained during COVID. And then lifting one leg up to whatever position on your leg that it would like to be. And kind of, I like to touch it here at the knee to remind myself that, hello, this is a hip opener. And we're going to open the hips here. After we've constructed the bottom half of our tree, we're going to bring our hands together, bring them up to the heart. Breathing in and out like the trees that are hibernating a little bit right now, and then send those branches up when you're ready. And open those branches. Imagine those branches lighting up. So you may also be a reflection of that cosmic tree. Embodying all those special qualities of the trees who we literally cannot live without. How can we plant more of them, be part of that process for the well-being of the planet? So growing our gardens and our yards may not be enough. How can we plant trees? Being the tree, always reaching for the light, always reaching for the sun, nurturing others through our roots, through our shade, through our endurance. Breathing in, breathing out as we invite that spirit of tree into our being. I have seen trees that have the scars and the wounds of being through incredibly difficult weather systems. Inhaling the hands together over the head. Exhaling and bringing those hands down. Reconnecting with the heart of the tree and then sending the other foot down. So now that we have both trunks down, we'll breathe in, remembering the tree spirit, and we'll breathe out. Connecting with all the trees in our neighborhood, maybe spending a moment thinking about some of the trees on your block, and connecting with them, with your mind and with your breath. So then we'll walk to a comfy place on our mat and come down. Coming down to the ground, and then we'll bring our feet together, bringing our soles together. And rounding the back as we forward fold. Coming into turtle. I love these odd friends, odd partners series of interspecies connecting up, and I've seen this one before, but there was a tortoise there who was walking around its enclosure, this big grassy area, and it's with this duck. And they were soulmates. It was so unlikely and so sweet. So I kind of feel like that when I step out of my house and I'm trying to make connections with neighbors, with whoever walks by my house. Seems like everybody has either a dog or a baby. So sinking in the hips into the turtle again a little bit. Sinking, sinking. And as we sink, breathing in, holding on to that breath awareness. Breathing out. Keeping us in that space of mental clarity. So like the trees who connect with their different tree families underground, intertwining their roots, we can connect with all living beings with our minds and with our breath and build those bridges of connection, build those bridges of kinship. Realizing that even though our earth families might be smaller or becoming larger, as the case may be, our world planet still lies outside waiting for us. Inhaling, coming back to center, coming up into a comfortable cross-legged position. And from here, we're going to raise the wings and come to one side, practicing our lateral side twist. So with this hand, I'm kind of gently pushing into the body, into this side stretch here. So here we are, rainbowing over our being once again. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling both wings up towards the sky and coming down on the other side. Twisting, and so I'm pushing into this hip on this side. Just grounding my being. Inviting that Mother Earth energy into our bodies. Inhaling back up. So we'll do this one more time on each side. I used to laugh at the zombie movies, but there are times in this age that we're going through right now that I feel like we're being attacked by zombies. How can we keep that clarity of mind and of heart? Keeping that centeredness, keeping the focus on the prize, which is balance, being vigilant with our thoughts, ignoring those negative, terrible thoughts that come into our minds, not accepting ownership. As we come up to center, once again, we're going to make those figure eights with our arms through the air. And so the arms may go up and they may come down. It's almost like we're clearing the air around us, or redefining our space and where we are, and building that shield of protection around our beings and around our bodies. So then we're going to bring our hands back to the heart. And we're going to do one more shielding exercise, which is bringing the hands up and building that heart around our being. Right down to in front of the feet. It's just like building a moat. Like the castles of old used to build a moat surrounding them that would keep them protected. We're building this heart. Opening the arms wide and then bringing them in towards the root chakra. And we're going to do this one more time, bringing the hands together at the heart, building the heart, building our moats of protecting our being. Coming back into cross-legged position, we're going to bring our leg into the torso. So trying to grow the body tall towards the light. And then changing the hand positions and sweeping this leg out, stretching those hamstrings and those muscles in the back of the leg. And while we're here, we're going to do some ankle circles in one direction, ankle circles in the other direction. This is my dyslexic foot. And then pulling that leg into the chest. One more time, sweeping it out, pressing out through the ankle, squaring the foot as we say in yoga. And then once again, we're going to make those ankle circles in one direction and then in the other direction. More like a square for me, but that's what my feet do. And then we're going to bring this leg around behind us. So the arm goes down, the forearm, and holding that knee above the floor, a little bit behind us, listening to the hips, listening to what is user-friendly for the body. We don't want to go past that point of no return. So stretching, not straining. Breathing in, breathing out. Thinking of being in the dancer, dancing to that cosmic rhythm of life. Every once in a while we might catch a glimpse of that rhythm. And then bringing that leg frontwards. So then we're going to switch legs because now the other one is saying, me too. Grabbing that knee, growing the torso high towards the sky. And then pressing that leg forward away from the body, through the heel, feeling all those muscles there warming up, waking up. And then we're going to do some ankle circles again. Be careful not to collapse the back. Staying straight and long. Ankle circles. Oh, I can make circles with this foot. And then bringing that leg into the chest once again. Hugging her up. Growing tall. And then once again, changing the hand position to underneath the leg, stretching and flexing that foot back. So the toes are actually pointing back towards your head. So we're going to stretch all those hamstring muscles. So a few of them in there, and then we'll do the ankle circles again. In one direction, and then in the other. And then maybe one more time in each direction. And then we'll pull that leg in. So pulling it a little bit behind us. Coming down on the forearm. Anchoring the chest here. Breathing in. Breathing out. So some of the mystics tell us that it's the inner divinity, that inner piece of infinity that we all own is just on the other side of the breath. So breath awareness is the key, is the first step of that path of getting to know that divine friend that is within all of us. So being aware of the breath is that first step of that partnership, of expanding our being, coming back into the center. Breathing in, breathing out. Floating upwards. Breathing out. So then we'll sweep those wings out and just twist to the side, and we're going to plant both hands into the earth on this side of our mats. And greeting all living beings on this side with our attention, with our awareness, with our thankfulness. Twisting that torso, anchoring ourselves in Mother Earth with our bottoms. Not too different than the trees. Breathing in as we wring out those troubles. Breathing out as we let them go. Breathing in, embracing those troubles. Breathing out, sending them out into the world. So then we'll lift the wings up and around and back towards the center and set them down into the mat on this side. Inhaling and looking at all the living beings that we think are living on this side of the universe. Breathing in and breathing out. Rooting our fingers into the earth. Being in contact with nature. Lifting those wings up, coming back to center, coming back to the heart, and just breathing. So just that nature of breathing with awareness has so many physiological benefits, has so many mental and psychological benefits. What does it feel like when your mind is calm? So then we'll come into tabletop. The hands in front of us, being on the knees behind us. Hands are shoulder width and knees are hip width. So we're going to do a few cat-cows, see if Lily will come back in and join us. Inhaling, making that valley in the back, raising the chin a little bit. Exhaling, bringing the navel into the spine, doming the back, pushing back on towards the heels a little bit. Inhaling forward. As we inhale forward, we make that valley in the back. Exhaling, doming the back. Bringing the navel up to the spine, under the rib cage. Pushing back. So we'll do this 1 or 2 more times. Inhaling, bringing the chin a little bit forward, but not all the way. As the exhale breath comes in, doming the back, gliding back towards the heels, and then we'll do it 1 more time. Dancing with the breath, inviting that movement, pulling the tailbone down. Inhaling, coming up, and so this time as we come up, we're going to bring our one knee, doesn't matter which one because we're going to do both, to the elbow and sweep it out behind us. Inhaling in, exhaling out, inhaling in, exhaling out, inhaling in, exhaling out. So we're going to bring it in 1 more time, then we're going to leave it out As we leave that leg out, bring up the opposite arm and put it in front. So lifting the opposite arm up and gazing down at the earth, beseeching it to hold us up. Holding that leg up, holding that arm up while we're concentrating on a spot. Breathing in and out of that spot. I've got one right here on my mat. And then bringing that leg in first and then the hand. And then we're going to do this on the other side. So bringing one knee up to the elbow. Exhaling out. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Inhaling. Sending it out. Sending it out. So this time we're going to leave it out. So as we leave that leg out, make a mental note of what side of the body it's on, and slowly raise the other arm. Sunbird. So this might be more difficult on one side than the other. Breathing in. Breathing out. Holding those limbs up. Are you jiggling like Jello? I am too. And bringing the leg in, bringing the arm in, spreading those knees wide, and coming into some version of child's pose that's comfortable for you. So breathing with awareness, and then if the knees are complaining, sometimes the bottom is high up in the air. So making those adjustments to the changes in the body. Taking one more breath as we walk the knees away from the body, coming down into Cobra, Bhujangasana, obviously. Huddling into the earth. Bringing the hands maybe by the ears or under the shoulders. Gathering your strength from the earth. Inhaling and rising up. So initially we're not putting any weight on the hands. You should be able to lift the hands up and the body is coming up just a little bit. So the elevation is not very high on this one. And then exhaling slowly, slowly going back down. Escalatoring back down. Breathing into the earth as we're one with her once again. Inhaling and coming up, maybe the forearm is stretched in front of you a little bit. So just slightly arcing the back. Doesn't matter again how much. And then exhaling and slowly, slowly coming down again. Just like we're looking at the elevator buttons and it's going down floor by floor to the basement. Taking a complete yogic breath as we're down here. And we're going to inhale and rise up again in that version of a Bhujangasana, which is most user-friendly for your body. very nice wake-up call for the spine. All the organs of the body come off that spine, so keeping it healthy, physically, metaphysically, spiritually, such an important channel. And then we're coming down again. So we're descending slowly, slowly, just like we're coming down the mountain. Taking our time. Coming down to base camp. And doing what everybody does in base camp, they are breathing slowly. That fresh, crisp mountain air. And then once again, we're going to rise up. So when I practice Bhujangasana, which is one of the asanas I do every day, I do it 8 times. Coming up towards the light, coming out of that darkness, embracing the light, and then exhaling slowly, slowly. So we're going down to the 5th floor, 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and eventually down to base camp again. So this time in Bhujangasana, we're going to bring both the arms in front of us, like little L's, the letter L, and then LMNOP. And then we're going to bend one leg. Bend one leg. And you might feel those muscles flexing in there. And then straightening the leg, and then we're going to bend the other leg. Flexing those muscles, and maybe the foot, like we did in the hamstring stretch, squaring the foot. And then we're straightening that leg down. So this time, as we bend the first leg, we're going to try to swim one arm around to make contact with that foot. And if we can't quite reach the foot, we're going to hold the hand hovering above the earth. Is fine. So bending the leg and hovering, or stretching that leg. So bending that leg, bending those muscles, stretching those muscles. And then releasing that leg, swimming that arm around in front with the other arm. And so we're going to make an L here, an L coming down and across the floor. And then we're going to bend the other leg. So bending that other leg, swimming that same arm to that same size around. And either grabbing the ankle, or that hand can be hovering above the earth 4 or 5 inches. Either way. Breathing into that leg as we bend it and stretch it. Stretching but not straining. And then once again, we'll let go of that foot, releasing it, swimming that hand around in front and stacking the hands underneath the forehead. So relaxing into the earth. Breathing into the earth. I think the earth needs it. There were some earthquakes registered in western Colorado today. So sometimes the earth needs our tender, loving care as well. So then we're going to push our hands into the earth, coming up into tabletop, marching those knees forward. As we come into Janu Shir. So Janu Shir is with one leg, or one foot rather, into the leg. One straight leg here on one side. So I'm going to do a different version where we come into this bent knee with the hands together, raising those hands up into Snowy Mountain. And then we're going to twist the whole torso over, bending that knee, and we're going to come down, putting that torso on top of that leg, grabbing that foot. Nice long neck, so don't let the neck collapse. So this knee is coming into the torso, into the heart. This asana cultivates hope. And it's very good for the back. Inhaling those wings up. Starting coming towards that bent knee. And then we're going to twist the torso around. Coming down on this bent leg. And wrapping the fingers around the bottom of the foot. Nice long neck. As we imagine that hope in our heart expanding. Expanding, growing. Inhaling these arms up. And then we're going to switch the legs from side to side. I'm going to start facing my bent knee, and then I'm going to turn my torso around and come down on this straight leg over here, which is bent at the knee. Wrapping those hands around the foot, expanding hope. Inhaling those wings up. And as we're doing that, we're turning towards the bent knee. And then I'm going to twist again towards the straight leg and come down right on this bent knee. Grasping the foot. I'm actually pulling into the foot, and I can feel that all the way into the back. Feeling that hope in your heart expand. Inhaling the arms back up. And this time we're going to come down onto our backs. So we're going to do one more before we do deep relaxation. So lying down on the back. First, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest so the hands are interlaced around it. Pulling that leg into the chest. Massaging the lungs, good for lung health. Also good for the back. And now as we send that leg back down, we're going to open the arms and the legs as if we're a starfish on the bottom of the sea. So our legs and arms are flying far apart from each other. And then once again, we're going to bring our arms together over the left knee and pull it into the chest. Massaging the lungs so that they can breathe, stay healthy. Pressing the back into Mother Earth. And then as we come out, we're kind of bounce the arms and legs up towards the sky and then down to the ground, like you're a giant starfish. All the tentacles are spread apart. So this time, we're going to inhale both the knees in, so both the arms wrap around those knees, pulling them into the chest. You feel that in your back. Feel that in your lungs. And then again, when we come out, we're going to bounce those limbs up towards the sky and then down to the ground. Hopefully there's no obstacles in your course. So we'll do this one more time, bringing the right leg up, stretching it into the body, interlacing the hands around it, hugging that knee up, and then letting the limbs fly, being a starfish, bottom of the ocean floor. Let's inhale, bringing the hands around the left knee, bringing it into the torso, into the body. Waking up the whole body, and then flying away. The leg is up in the sky, the arms are flying, and then they gently come down to earth. So this is also good for strengthening the core. Inhaling both knees up, encircling those knees with the arms. Hugging up the body. So here we can kind of go from side to side, massaging the whole back. And then once again, letting those arms and legs fly. Bringing the arms to rest at the side, the legs to rest on the earth as we just relax and puddle into the earth once again. Coming into contact with the earth for deep relaxation. Breathing in, breathing out. Perhaps twisting the neck from side to side. Dreaming a dream of the future. A dream where the world is more caring and inclusive. May you be free from worries. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. Namaskar, thank you for coming.